Yay! 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 Yay!
I'm in a little groove.
Mo's dancing.
Yay!
You guys can't see, but Mo was just dancing.
Yay!
Little
Ooh.
chair dance, man. Little chair dance.
Little chair dance.
Whoa,
So,
yay.
You always forget about that last yay. It always catches you a little bit off guard. And then it yays you, and now we're yay.
More so this time, because this is the first time we're doing this in studio a little bit different.
We keep changing the studio setup. Now we're truly 100% in sound booth studio.
Well, actually, this is officially the Candlewood Valley Country Club studio.
That's right.
Yes.
We are in the Candlewood Valley Country Club studio because this show is brought to you by Candlewood Valley Country Club.
Candlewood Valley Country Club, the #1 place around for you to go play golf, meet your friends, have a bite to eat, grab a drink. Candlewood Valley Country Club. Yeah, those are the guys right there. Yeah.
Those are the guys.
We'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there. It's been real busy. It's been real busy. Luckily, your schedule is opening up now a little bit.
Wow.
Because your Hartford duties are.
You said duties.
Okay. Yes. This is a state legislator.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Hey, look. Bottom line, it's been insane up there. It's been so much. As far I'm not going to talk about politics,
Yeah,
but
I'll
the
say
hours.
ATM again.
Okay.
If you want me to.
No, please
Yeah.
don't.
There you go.
And we're not talking about money. So, or that is money.
Some kind of a withdrawal. I don't know.
So, it has been incredible hours. It's people don't realize what it is. I think the average person just goes, "All right, you're a state rep, cool. You go to Hartford once in a while. You have an office up there. Good for you."
Isn't that all it is?
No.
There's more?
So, it's a lot of hours. It's a tremendous amount of hours and commitment that you put in time-wise. So
Sure.
the people that don't see it, you see it because you hear me all the time going, yeah, I got in at 2 a.m. and I'm back out the door at 7.
Yeah, unfortunately, I hear about that every day. And then you try to
Stop.
call me when you're driving home, like, hey, guess what legislation we just passed? And I'm just like, does it concern me? He's like, no, it concerns farms and goats and shit like that. And I'm just like, all right, let me know when you legalize marijuana, bud.
Tell me what's better than sheeps and goats.
Legalize marijuana.
You are a country boy.
Yeah.
You appreciate the farm life.
I also appreciate, God's green plants, which for some reason has been made illegal.
It didn't get called. Nothing I can do about that.
Yeah.
Talk to Joe Arasimowicz.
Okay.
He makes a decision what gets called.
All right.
He's the Speaker of the
all
House.
5 of our listeners, I need you guys to get on the horn and call Joe for next year. But so we can't talk to him until like January anyway, because you guys are done making laws for the year.
Well, there's a special session we're going back in for. I'm going back in on Tuesday for housing, and then there's special
session.
Yeah, no. So, what is that noise? I hate that noise.
Ass to mouth. That's
Oh,
the official
you told
ass
me
to
that
mouth
was called.
sound.
We didn't
Yep.
I followed the rules.
Yeah, well, rules are meant to be broken. So are laws about sheep. But yeah, everybody get out there, call your legislator, and then also call this podcast at 631-7-MIKE-MO, 631-7-MIKE-MO. That's Mike with a Y. Call us and leave a message.
This show is a horrible downturn to start it off.
It is. I was at breakfast right before we came here. Went out with my wife because the kids are at daycare, and we were like, we need a little time to ourselves. There was a kid there, and his mom said his name, and it was Craden.
Oh, okay.
What a stupid name. I'm sorry, Craden. I'm sorry to all the 5 people named Craden out there.
Wow.
But, man.
It sounds like a character from Star Trek.
Just some of the... It kind of does. Some of these names are just are too much. They do sound a little too sci-fi now.
Yeah.
And it's like, listen, don't name your kid after, like, the Vulcan god of wind.
It's what do we have? What's showing on the screen? It looks like a ship from the Craden, sir.
Yeah, there you go.
The Craden are attacking, sir.
Actually, you know what? I think there was a species on Star Trek Voyager that was called... No, that was the... shit. I'm going to be thinking of it. It was something like that.
Why don't people name their kids like Jiminy?
Like Jiminy Willikers?
Well, there's
Jiminy Cricket?
There's Jiminy Cricket.
There's Jiminy Cricket. He's already here.
There's Jiminy Glick. Well, there's 2 Jiminy's right there. That's a fun name.
Jiminy is more...
Jumpin' Jiminy.
It's more of a legitimate name than Craden.
I agree.
Right?
I agree.
But there are just some dumb names out there.
Yeah, they're bad names.
Now, I don't... if it's cultural, like, I'm cool with it. Like, if it's from a country that I just don't know, but it's actually a popular name over there, cool, great.
My nephew's middle name is Caddick.
Caddick.
Great name.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's like if
it's Welsh.
If It's Welsh, okay, because I
Yeah.
was going to ask. I knew it was something from over
Welsh,
there.
yeah.
Because he looks like he's from over there.
He looks like he's right out of the movie Brave.
He looks like he just, I don't know, got to the end of the rainbow. Like,
Yeah.
he just found his pot of gold.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
no, your nephew is very red.
Oh, yeah. Both
Is
of
that-
them.
now,
Both my nephews are very red.
You
yeah.
weren't that red when you had hair.
Their father is Welsh,
Uh-huh.
but our family is Scottish and Irish, and my sister is a redhead to start with. So,
Okay.
and my beard used to be red.
Was it that red, though?
It was red.
It wasn't.
Not quite that bad, but it was red.
Like your cheeks? Like Santa Claus's cheeks? We're like halfway to Christmas already.
Yeah, it's already, we gotta start thinking about that stuff.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So I don't know if a lot of people actually
It's
know. 'cause
Creighton.
We haven't talked. It is Creighton. Very nicely done. We haven't talked about that. The fact that we've alluded to the fact that I am your elf and you are Santa Claus.
Yes.
But the people who don't know us, I am Butters the elf about 3-4 months out of the year.
Yeah.
And people are actually going to start booking Santa Claus in like 2 months.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's Creighton.
As well they should.
Yeah.
Yeah. We should make that a word. Let's make Creighton a word for crazy.
Okay.
Make our own thing instead of
That
cray
shit
cray.
Creighton, yo.
Yeah, instead of like cray cray, which I've always hated.
Creighton.
Creighton.
Just replace the second syllable.
Yeah, this is Creighton.
There you go. I'm gonna jump in because I have nothing to talk about. I'm just gonna press play on the voicemail button. We have
cool.
2 VMs.
2.
So let's see what's going on here.
2 minutes and 1.
All right, here we go. Hey, Liz. My assumption.
Right, yeah.
You actually just sat next to her to see a movie, didn't you? Before I press play on this.
You want to talk about that first?
Yeah, talk about that. So you go to the movie theater and your biggest fan is sitting there?
I've had no, which can be a little creepy when you think people
Kinda
are stalking
you, yeah.
I didn't put it on social or anything. I've been in Hartford so much, and I've been dying to see Endgame. We've talked about this several times.
Right, which has been out for 2 months now?
Yeah, it's been out forever.
A while.
And I said, look, I just want to go see it on the big screen before it's gone. So I said, you know what? I was sitting at home one night going, I can go to the 9:20 today, or I can do the 11:20 tomorrow and actually take a day off.
And you took the day.
It ended up not being a day off. I ended up having phone calls like crazy, but I went in. I said, I'm going to go to the movies. I don't care if there's 10 people. That's when I like it in the theater, when there's 10 people.
Ooh.
And I'm buying
Intimate.
my ticket,
Ooh.
and I have this person next to me going, hey, what are you seeing? And I turn, and here's Liz, one of 10 people in the lobby.
Uh-huh.
And I said, what are you doing?
At 11:30. She sees more movies than anybody I know.
Oh, no question. And she said, what are you going to see? I said, Endgame. And she said, oh, cool, me too.
She's
I
seen
said,
it.
haven't you already seen it? She goes, this is my 10th time.
10.
10 times.
10.
It's a 3-hour movie.
10.
That's a full work week for some people that she spent watching this movie. So
seriously,
it was good to have someone there because I had not been to the movie theater in a while. I don't know about you, when the last time you went to the movies.
It's been a little while because my wife doesn't like the movie-going experience as much as I do.
Gotcha.
I love it. I love the movie-going experience.
So it's changed now in the Danbury because I didn't have it in New Milford. I had to go to AMC
Sure.
to go down and see it.
Yeah.
Which I didn't want to do, but I did.
You don't like
I would
the
rather stay
Megaplex?
local.
You don't like the Megaplex?
I would rather give it to Bank Street Theater. That's
There you
all. I
go.
like a local theater.
There you go.
But when you pick your ticket, first off, there's no people. You go to a machine to place your order. It's all self-serve. Then, when you pay for it, you have to choose what seat in the theater you want to sit in.
No.
You have to. You can't just sit where you like.
It's assigned seating now?
You have a row, a letter, and a number, and you have to sit in that seat.
This isn't a baseball game.
This is now how movie theaters are.
Not all of them. Can't be all of them.
It's how that theater is, the megaplexes are, because apparently this way you can't hold a row of seats or multiple seats for friends.
Yeah, but
You
come
have
on.
to, when you choose your seat,
That's
you have
part
to
of the
pick where you're sitting.
experience.
I agree. But when they have those mega blowout sellout movies, now they're
Uh-huh.
going to sell every single seat because you have to buy the actual seat.
So I can see it for a major film release.
Yeah.
For the first week
First
of that.
Endgame, yeah.
But like
The first week of Endgame,
been out for 2 months now, and there's
That's
10
how the
people in the
system
theater.
is
That's
set up.
crazy. All right.
Yeah.
So
So
did
she
she-
helped me get through that process. So she said, well, look, I'm sitting here. Why don't you sit by me? And I'll,
Did you guys actually sit in your assigned seats?
We did.
Okay.
I don't break the rules. I'm a rule maker, not a rule breaker.
And if you don't like the rules, you change them.
Well, I can try, but I don't have that kind of clout. So yeah, it was a good movie. It was good to see Liz. I was a little shocked that it was 10 times, and she had seen it. Remember, I told you I was going to go to the 9:40 the night before.
Yeah.
She went to that show too.
What? So twice within 12 hours.
Yeah, she saw a 3-hour movie.
Is it that good that it necessitates 10 times?
I would say it was good.
I don't
she'll,
think
she'll be
is
upset. Am I saying
good.
that?
Yeah, I don't think it wasn't good enough for 10 times.
Look,
I don't think.
it's not.
There's a lot of movies that people, I think, overreact to because
Sure.
the group mentality. Like, you don't want to be the person who doesn't like that movie.
No, I hear you there, and I like all of those movies, all 8,000 Marvel Universe movies. They're all, every one of them is outstanding, and they all have something more. And when you have this culmination point, we've been waiting for this type of movie to have been made for years.
Yeah. That being said,
it's very good.
When you finally get it,
it's very good. I give it like a B+. You know, it's good. I enjoyed it, but
movie,
it's not like, whoa!
What movie have you actually like gone to a theater multiple times to see? Any? Like, there's movies that you and I have each seen like 50,000 times.
Oh,
each.
yeah, Field of Dreams and that kind of stuff.
I have seen the movie Clue probably more than any other movie in my life.
Little known fact that people don't know about.
Oh
Mickey
my God, genius! That film is pure comedic.
I'm pretty sure I saw it once.
It's the driest of humor.
Well, that's your Fletch to me.
Oh,
I watch Fletch 1,000 times, and I'll watch it again. It's
you need
dry
to watch
humor.
Clue.
It's
I
funny.
have the DVD.
All right,
which is
we'll do a little trade-off. You should watch Fletch again and catch up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Come on, Tim Curry though as Wadsworth the butler.
Tim Curry has
Christopher Lloyd is in that. A lot of people forget Christopher Lloyd was in that.
All right,
Professor Plum. Come on, dude.
This is good podcast right here. We talk about a movie that hardly anyone has seen.
I guarantee you, more than half the people listening to this right now have seen Clue.
I saw it when it first came out. And I don't think I've seen it since.
See, that's where you went wrong.
Maybe I need to be reminded of how good it is.
The coolest thing about Clue, and this is actually a reason to maybe see it in a theater 3 different times. They had the different endings. So when Clue, most people have seen Clue. They've seen the DVD or the made-for-TV version.
Right.
They didn't see it theatrically. I didn't because a little older than me. So when I saw the film for the first time, it has the 3 different endings.
Okay.
Right. This person does it, and then everybody does it in the third one. Spoiler alert.
Well, you're supposed to say spoiler before you say stuff like that.
Shut up. So, I apparently do break the rules, Mr. Rule Maker. But the cool thing was, in order to avoid spoilers during its theatrical release, different theaters got those different endings.
Okay.
So if you saw it at Bank Street, you saw ending 1, but if you saw it in Danbury, you saw it ending 2.
That's really cool.
Which is really cool, and
really
it actually
cool.
gives you a reason to, okay, I've seen this one at Bank Street, now I'm going to go and see it in Bantam, and then I'm going to go to Bethel, and it actually makes and it's not just, the ending is a significant portion of the movie still. Each ending takes about, significant portion, it still takes about 10, 15 minutes. So it's not like you're,
That's cool, though. I like that.
Yeah, rather than
why
saying,
hasn't anyone else done that?
Because I don't know. I don't think you can really avoid spoilers these days.
Oh, they did. Endgame did a great job avoiding spoilers for the first couple of weeks. You didn't hear anything. People were very good at staying away from that.
Right. I don't think every single film is going to be like that.
No, but there's an emotional attachment to that movie. Because,
it was the same with Game of Thrones and people not wanting spoilers.
Yeah.
You're talking to the guy who did the ultimate spoiler.
What'd you do?
In The Sixth Sense?
I've
told you about this,
that's right. You did that.
Yeah,
that's rude.
They dragged me out of that theater that day.
That's rude, yeah.
Well, listen, two life lessons. One, don't bring an air horn to a movie theater.
Right, good lesson
the kid
there.
said, I see dead people, and I went, what? And it was like, rah, 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 rah. And then they came in, they were like, listen, you drunk 15-year-old, you need to get out of this theater.
Yeah, that's a problem.
So
right
on
there.
my way out, I yelled, you know Bruce Willis is dead. Or actually, it was Bruce Willis is dead, Yeah.
Unreal.
People
that's
didn't like
not, that's
people
not
didn't
a
like me
good
that
guy.
day.
So
No.
anyway, it was great to see Liz down there. Thanks,
Yes.
Liz, for the tips. I said, I really have to go to the bathroom. And she was like, wait 5 minutes before you go. Because she had seen so much of the movie already.
I've actually seen that they had people who were like, they created the guide, like the bathroom break guide, specifically for that film. But
That's
yeah,
funny.
I mean, again, I don't think, like you said, as good as some folks made it out to be. Like A Star Is Born is a great example. A lot of people were like, "This film is amazing," and then Lori watched it, and she was like, "Wow, talk about overrated." I watched the whole thing because I was waiting for the good part, and the good part never came. So then I watched it after that, and I was just like, "Yeah, the music is good, but that plot has a lot of holes in it."
Well, that plot has been used for many years. That movie's been done 4 times.
That was the 4th time. Yeah, yeah.
But
And the plot is still as shitty as it's always been.
But
It's
if
like,
you enjoyed the other movies, if you enjoyed the other ones,
I don't know if I did.
I
Catherine
can say
Hepburn used to be
I
pretty
like
hot, but
this
that's about
one
it.
more than I did the other ones.
Okay.
I thought it was very good. I just thought the emotion got to me, but I didn't have the hype. I didn't have a lot of people say, "You need to see it's amazing."
Oh, man.
I
there
think
were
that's what
so many
kills it
people.
with so many movies.
Yeah.
When people say, "Oh, this is outstanding. This is the greatest ever," and you go watch it and you go, "Eh."
Because I've gone into movies where people are like, it's
Build
not
up.
that good, and it's just like my expectations are already super low, and then I come
Yeah.
out like, okay, that actually was not that bad.
Right.
But yeah, A Star
For
Is
me,
Born. Everyone's like,
Endgame-
"Oh my God, you need to watch this." Oh, Bradley
Endgame
Cooper.
had me walking in expecting turning up to 11. I expected 11 from the jump of this thing.
Right.
And I think the problem is they tried to include too many people from the
Uh-huh.
Marvel Universe to say, we
Welcome
need this
to
story.
the 21st
This
century.
one needs a story.
We're
This
all
one needs a
inclusive.
story. This one needs
Everyone
a story.
gets a participation trophy.
And that's what it was to
It's
me.
the participation trophies of comic book movies.
But in the same respect, and spoiler alert if you haven't seen it, this isn't a big deal.
Uh-huh.
But I wanted Deadpool to show up.
Uh-huh.
I really did.
Uh-huh.
I wanted him to be some kind of part of this.
But instead,
No,
nothing.
nothing.
The only dead we got was
No X-Men,
Bruce
no
Willis.
Wolverine.
Yeah.
Look, when all this happened in the comics, the X-Men were a big part of this. That's all I'm saying. Infinity Wars was really the X-Men's kind of thing. So,
Well-
look, I get it. Avengers, X-Men should be together. They're not. It becomes a corporate problem. But now, where do we go from here? Now we have prequels again.
Just
Now
call
they're
them
going to
prequels, yeah.
they're going to relaunch Captain America as somebody else playing the role and
Yeah.
do something else with it
That's what they've
I
done
don't
with
know.
superhero movies
over the years.
over the years. I mean,
Since time immemorial.
yeah, watch one of those original watch the original Superman movie.
Love the original
Oh,
Superman
Oh
movie.
my God. And
Christopher Reeve was a great Superman.
Yeah. And then the original Spider-Man movie that came out when I was
Oh,
in,
that was
like,
awful.
No, see, I like the first one.
Like the 60s Spider-Man movie?
No, I'm
No,
sorry.
that's
I'm sorry.
the
No,
first one.
Okay, that one was
terrible.
Shit. That one's
but
shit.
when I was a kid, it was the coolest thing in the world because there was a superhero movie. I was dying to watch that when it came on TV.
Yeah, but the original Batman movie takes the cake for
Oh,
those
yeah.
1960s.
Oh, yeah.
Come on,
But I was
shark
a
repellent spray.
Yeah, but
that
I was a
scene when he's
Spider-Man
running
fan.
around the boardwalk with the bomb above his head, and he runs into the nuns, and then there's the baby in the carriage, and he just keeps bouncing between the same 5 different
Right.
innocent bystanders, and then he's like, "Oh, I'm on a boardwalk. I can just throw it in the water." Why that wasn't his first
it was
inclination?
Great. Look, it was a funny thing.
But not
when
Spider-Man.
When Spider-Man, I was such a big. I read Spider-Man comics. That was my thing.
Uh-huh.
That was my jam.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, when you talk about the new release of Spider-Man movies back starting in the 90s, I've loved every one of them. I
Yeah,
don't care
late
who's
90s, early 2000s.
Yeah, it's good
that
stuff.
That was great, but then they re-released it so
Right.
many different times, and
They've
just
had
come
3
on.
different Spider-Mans in the
How
last
many
20
times
years.
can Peter get bit by that spider by now? Come on, I've seen
Do
this.
it again.
I've seen, yeah.
Do it again.
All right. What is there a movie that needs to be redone? Was there a movie that was just so shit that needs to be redone in a good way?
Yeah, the first off, the Hulk needed to be redone.
Yeah.
They did a poor job.
Well, they didn't cast you.
Ed Norton was the Hulk.
Yeah.
On that first one, it was awful.
He makes
It was
a
garbage.
great Nazi, but not a great
Wow.
Hulk.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Or
Mark Ruffalo's done a great job
or a
playing
great
the Hulk.
fight clubber.
Okay.
He was good. Or you know what? Actually, Edward Norton movie we just watched. I
What?
made Lori watch it because she hasn't seen it before.
Yeah.
Death to Smoochie.
Oh,
One
wow.
of his finest pieces ever.
Wow,
And
I
one
forgot
of
that was
Robin
him.
Williams' best pieces
Robin
ever.
Williams was fantastic.
He
in
was
that. Love
so
that.
good as Rainbow Randolph, I think was his name.
All right, you're the one
Some-
to watch it recently.
Yeah,
not me,
and, oh my God, I'm Rainbow fucking Randolph, and he's just accepting bribes for little kids to be on his TV show.
Robin Williams, R.I.P.
Oh my God, Robin Williams, R.I.P. Oh,
Love
Oh.
that man.
yeah.
I watched Patch Adams recently.
Okay.
Yeah, I had to watch that again. That's outstanding.
Is Robin Williams some people say Tom Hanks has never been in a bad movie. Robin Williams, I can't think of too many bad roles that he's had.
Yeah, there was that RV movie. He made some crap later on. And hold on, bad movie and bad role are two very different things.
Very true.
He's never played a bad role.
Very true.
He's been in bad movies.
But
never
the
played a bad
RV
role.
movie, that was
yeah,
that was the shit.
terrible.
I don't remember.
Tom Hanks.
I don't.
I'd have to really look and see what movies I didn't like, but Tom Hanks is he's like America's dad now. He really is.
Yeah.
He's become America's dad.
Move over, Tim Allen.
Tim Allen was never America's dad. He was too busy. No, he was never America's dad.
I actually just watched some Tool Time videos literally like 3 days ago because
Wow.
somebody on Facebook, they asked, what time is it? Like, and my answer was Tool Time. And I was like, diving into YouTube, let's go.
Right,
And I was like, it's actually kind of funny. It's a little funnier now than I remember it being.
And I don't know if we've shared the story that the time I went out to visit you in L.A., we bumped into Zachary Ty Bryant.
No,
I
thought you were going to talk about we did share when Tim Allen at the grocery store tried to cut my wife off for roast beef. But Zachary Ty Bryant,
So you and I had this weird home improvement connection.
Lori also went out to dinner with a friend of hers from work and shows up and says, "This is my boyfriend, Jonathan," and it was JTT.
Come on.
So the home improvement family.
America's teen beat heartthrob. Look at him.
It's
JTT.
something. Oh yeah, teeny bopper all day.
Yeah,
Teen
girls
Beat,
love
Tiger
that
Beat.
kid.
Yeah,
Tiger Beat.
I think Tiger Beat was the thing. My sister used to have, and her friends used to have those magazines all the time.
You did too.
And I was
Let's
just like,
be honest.
No.
You thought they were cool.
No, not at all. No.
Don't make us
my
contact your sister
big thing
right
when I was
now.
12 was called Angelina Jolie, and I was like, oh, that's a woman. Oh, and this video game that I love, Tomb Raider. She's gonna be playing that woman.
Tomb Raider was a fun game.
It was a good movie
It
too.
was good. But
You know what's great about Tomb Raider?
What?
One of the only things still hanging in my childhood bedroom is the movie theater or the movie poster for Tomb Raider, because Angelina Jolie was like above my bed every morning. I woke
sure
up
she
to that
was,
movie poster. No, not even like that.
Yeah,
The whole thing was
it
covered
like
in movie
that.
posters because I worked in the movie theater,
Right.
and I would always have
I worked
the
in a
movie
video
posters.
store. I had movie posters all around my room too.
Exactly.
I
But
had Hoosiers on my wall though.
did you?
Yeah.
That's a cool one.
That was a really cool one. It
I
was
like that.
It was the hoop with like the field behind it. It wasn't like there were no people on there. It was just the basketball hoop and like the Jimmy's dirt court. It was just that shot.
There's an art that's missing in movie posters these days.
You're not kidding.
Like
throw as much crap up there as you can now.
Well, it's like, look at the last 3 Star Wars movies. All 3 of those were the same movie poster.
Yeah.
Right? Half blue,
Avengers,
half red.
same thing.
It's all the half blue, half red with all the characters. It's
Everyone needs space on the poster.
evidently. But like, look at the original Star Wars poster. They were all still on it. But Luke was like this small, holding up the lightsaber, and then
Giant Darth Vader looming behind
Giant
them.
Vader, exactly. Yeah. But everyone was still on it, but it was designed in a very artistic way.
And not that we were planning on going into a whole movie thing.
We're just talking about movies today.
This
is a great movie show.
It's really funny. Last night when I spoke with you, you were all excited about watching the NBA Finals, which I really could care less about right now.
Oh, it was a great game, though.
I was watching Wreck-It Ralph Breaks the Internet. And let me tell you, I saw the original Wreck-It Ralph in Bank Street Theater with my nephews. They brought me for my birthday, which was kind of cool.
Okay.
But I hadn't seen this at all yet, and it just hit Netflix. So if you haven't seen it, I'm going to highly recommend you watch it. Wreck-It Ralph Breaks the Internet.
Really?
Because there's a lot of really cool references that are totally missed. And I had to watch when I was done. I watched a video for some Easter eggs.
Okay. References.
There's so many Easter eggs tucked away in there.
That have to do with the movie, or that have to do with just other things?
Other things, other pop culture, other Disney that's tucked into Wreck-It Ralph.
Okay.
It's hysterical.
There's a lot of Easter eggs in films like that.
Oh,
like,
my God.
Like in Shrek when
They
the
put
prince is jacking off.
Yeah. You don't need to go to that one. Why? Why?
Because it's a kid's movie, and all of a sudden the prince is jacking off.
There's all sorts of things. But Wreck-It Ralph, first off, you know it's going to be funny since the characters who play John C. Reilly playing Ralph himself, right? He just spit his water. I got full water spit.
Oh, went down the wrong pipe.
This is awful radio, but it's hysterical to see his face. It's so red.
I was trying not to spit. Oh, I'm seeing stars.
Oh,
that was a cough.
Guys, he's looking at me.
Oh my God! Wow, I'm sorry about that. The water went down the wrong pipe.
Wow.
And I tried to hold it in.
Yeah.
I wish
I'm
you were
John
recording.
C. Reilly's not that big a deal.
No,
there.
I wish you were recording a video of that, because I'm sure from your perspective,
it
you
was
were like,
hysterical.
Is he dying?
Yeah,
or
what happened with that? I don't like. Does he not like John C. Reilly?
Well, some of the water went down. and then some of it was still in my mouth, and that's what is now on the floor
Yeah, that's nice.
of
Nice
the
puddle.
studio.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So John C. Reilly and Sarah
Yes,
Silverman.
please
I'm back
continue.
on the story.
Please continue.
You're alive. Suck it up. You're alive. So Sarah Silverman being there, and with her sense of humor,
I love her.
translates so well to her character.
Yeah.
That you can get touches of Sarah Silverman, the comedian, in this child character.
Yeah.
And then Gal Gadot plays a character in there too.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
I'll check this out.
Yeah.
Love Sarah Silverman.
But let me tell you, did you see the first one?
I did, yeah.
And it was good.
It was all right.
Surprised me it was good.
It was good, I guess.
This was good because there's so many little things to look at in the background, and to see how they portray the internet itself is very funny.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very cool.
I'll
check
check
it
that
out.
out.
It's
All
on Netflix now.
So I was going to play a voicemail about 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, let's get to it now.
But then we actually gained momentum and got into an interesting conversation.
Never that interesting. So go
all
ahead.
right. So, I mean, again, hi, Liz.
Hi, Liz.
I'm guessing.
Guys, Liz.
Hey.
Hey.
2 questions real quick.
Go.
There's a debate going on right now about whether or not Old Town Road is in fact a country song. I'd like to know your opinions on that one.
Pause.
Sing a little.
Old Town Road. See, I don't even. I've heard the song. It's all right.
Why do we need to categorize everything?
Well,
Why?
so here's the thing with Old Town Road. You know about the conflict with Billboard, right?
Right.
So it was a country. It was topping the country charts, and then they took it off, saying it wasn't a country
Right.
song. But then they remix it with Billy Ray Cyrus,
Yes.
I believe, remixed it, and then he comes out, and honestly, his opinion about what is country definitely carries more weight than mine, considering I'm not a country guy.
Sure.
He comes out and says, "Yeah, of course it's country, because it's about the topic, the way that that he's just singing. It's emotional and this and that. Yeah, it's country. And country music today is not what it used to be. I'm not a huge country fan. My wife is a big time country fan, or at least she used to be. But the new stuff is so different from the old stuff. So it's like, how can you even compare? So sure, yeah, it's country.
Who cares? Sorry, Liz. I mean, I'm not saying it's not a valid question, but
Yeah.
I don't care about categorizing. Do you like it or don't you?
Do you think people are mad just because it's a black guy and all these good
It's
old boys?
rap, because there's a lot of people that
Because it's a black guy?
no, because it's rap.
It's not rap though.
Yeah, they're considering that. That's
They're considering it that, but listen to what country music is. Country music
It's not
has
because he's black.
adopted
Darius
a lot of
Rucker
that.
has been embraced by the
That's
country
true.
community.
That's
So,
very true.
way to go,
Hootie.
Hootie breaking down walls.
Love
I don't want to be with you.
Hootie. Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Look at me.
it's been a whole debate, but it's
Got
like
nothing left
I
to
don't really
see.
care. All right, let's try this again.
And also, a coworker of mine has a habit of clipping their fingernails in the cafeteria and then wiping the nails off the table onto the floor. It's really disgusting.
Yeah.
So I was wondering what horrible workplace etiquette violations that you've come across, and if there's any particular pet peeves or
Nothing-
things that you
Nothing like
currently
that.
do or used to do that just absolutely disgusts you.
That's gross.
Hey guys, love ya. Bye.
Well,
That's-
we love you too. Okay.
Wow, that's gross.
Good. All right. Next time, just ask one question and keep it the better one because this is gonna take a while.
Ooh.
I
mean, there's a lot of
will
bad
yield
habits.
the floor to the kind sir from New Milford.
There's a lot of bad habits, man. It's a bank of bad habits. That's a Jimmy Buffett reference. There's a bank of bad habits.
Well, for I just,
People.
we have to talk
Worth its
about
weight in
this.
gold.
We have to talk about this first. We have to talk about the clipping the toenails first.
No, it's fingernails. She didn't say toenails.
I don't care. Clipping the nails in general.
Clipping the nails does
I guess
not belong near your food.
Yeah, toenails would be even
Period.
grosser, Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be pretty bad.
Yeah,
They
that'd
take
be
their
even grosser.
sock off the table.
But yeah, clipping toenails anywhere near food, or I'm sorry, clipping nails
Yeah.
is a no-go because A, it's unpredictable. Those things can go
They
flying.
fly.
Those things can go
They'll
flying.
shoot.
Into someone else's food, into an eye.
Yeah.
You could take out an eye with
That's
that
a
thing.
private time thing.
It is.
It's a private time thing.
It is.
Just like if there is something in your nose,
Yeah.
that is a private time thing.
Yeah.
That is not something to be shared in the office. You should not go knuckle deep in the office. You should not go fingernails shot across the table. That should be, if you need to remove a nail, if there's a there's a bad cuticle,
Mm-hmm.
go take care of it in the bathroom or something where you can clean up.
What about filing nails?
Same thing. It's that dust will be everywhere.
It's particulate.
Yeah.
But people,
Not near my food.
I think people think that's more acceptable, though.
Oh, it is more acceptable, but it's not near my food.
What about biting nails?
That's gross.
What if someone's biting their fingernails?
I think it's gross. I'll
Uh-huh.
leave the room.
Does it? But it doesn't like. Is it as bad as clipping nails?
No, because it's a nervous habit. Clipping nails is a you are taking the effort to bring your nail clippers with you.
So that's hygiene.
How many people
Personal
carry nail
hygiene in
clippers
public.
anymore in their pocket?
I don't know. Ever since the TSA said that we could bring them back on the airplane, I mean, everybody.
What, so you have them now? You have a pair of nail clippers on you?
No.
All right, just check.
I did check.
Look, I have a pair of nail clippers at my house.
Just one?
That's it. One.
I have like several.
No.
I have a lot.
One.
I have a lot.
And when I need to, I do it. When I'm
Uh-huh.
done, I'm done. I don't do it where I eat. Drop
Yeah.
the mic. End of discussion.
Yeah,
That's
where
an
you
easy
eat
one.
is gross. There, I mean, it's you know, it's like putting your flip flops on the table. Like there are just some things you
Yeah.
don't do around food, especially in public and especially in your workplace.
Yeah, that's just, I would say something, Liz. If you
Yeah,
see something,
and-
say something.
And very true, very valid. And Liz, I'll just throw this out there. If you want us to address this situation head on your behalf, we are more than willing to do so.
You want to go into her place of employment and confront this person?
It would probably be okay if I did it. I don't think you want to go in there. I don't think that would be good. Because A, it's very close to home for you.
I know a lot of the people in
B,
there.
you
I can
know a
make
lot.
things very difficult for whoever that is.
Okay.
Liz, get us a name.
Oh, give
Get
us
us a name.
Okay, so what's gonna happen when it's just like, it's Pete, and you're like, oh shit, I know Pete.
Yeah, no, I'll call Pete. Go put your
Oh.
nail clippers away at work.
All right,
Pete.
Liz, we're gonna need some
Although
more
it's
info.
not Pete, because you know where Pete works.
Candlewood
Candlewood Valley
Valley
Country
Country
Club,
Club.
the greatest place to go play some golf, meet your friends, have a couple of cocktails, have yourself a bite to eat. The great Candlewood Valley Country Club. Go play golf there, not anywhere else.
And clip your toenails in the locker room, not at the bar.
Or on the golf cart even. You don't clip your nails there. That's not where they belong.
No,
The last thing I want to see is somebody else's nail sitting somewhere.
that's a little bit.
That's
more,
not the last
It's
thing.
a little bit more acceptable,
But it's
though.
it's better than seeing toilet paper.
Clipping fingernails, and I keep going to toenails. I don't know
But
why.
I don't because
don't
you're
know why.
you. That's why.
Clipping nails on a golf cart though is definitely far more acceptable than
Agreed.
in a food situation.
Agreed.
Yeah, a lot of things you can do on a golf cart. Did you ever have a coworker though, to Liz's question, do something that just made you gross?
Yeah.
out?
So people that and look, I have been guilty of working through a cold. We all do, right? When you
Is that where
you
you're
have-
going?
You have a work ethic. No, the sniff is the sniff, and okay, look, get some medication, get something. But when they're hacking up a lung on their keyboard, or they're they're using tissues and they're throwing them all over the place, and you're finding tissues on the floor.
Ew.
Yeah, I've had people I've worked with like that. That you're going, look, just if you're gonna be here and be sick, be contained to your area.
Uh-huh.
Don't be throwing that stuff all. You're getting everybody else sick. Have a little courtesy. Stay home.
Yeah, there you go.
Look, I've seen many people do it, and the worst part is, I had this happen one time. The person was coming in after I arrived and leaving before I left. I worked longer hours.
Okay.
This person with a cold plus, whatever that was, dripping out of their face for a week,
That was bird flu.
and and tissues and even like medication and everything and all day. Never once cleaned up their area. There were no wipes. There were no the
Bring some Lysol wipes.
right. There were some.
Come
The
on.
keyboard was never cleaned.
Ew.
And guess what?
Was
That
it a
person
communal-
was sick for like ever.
Was it the communal keyboard?
No, it was theirs.
Well, all right,
but
that's
look,
saving
I don't want to
grace.
go near that thing. I don't want to go near it.
No.
I got it, and don't think that your germs are sitting on. And I'm not a germaphobe, but they're not sitting on your keyboard. They're all over the place.
Uh-huh.
Clean up.
Yeah.
Clean up after yourself, you pig.
There you go. Yeah, I mean, I can't recall any like hygiene type pet peeves. Mine, I mean, the things that people did in workplaces that bothered me, listening to music, being loud. Oh, I'm
Pick
always
their
loud.
nose.
I actually once had a C-level.
How do you feel about
executive
nose
that-
pickers?
That's fucking gross.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't do that.
No, I agree. Well, I mean, sometimes you got to get something out of there, but you don't do that
Yeah.
while
Not in
you're
public. No.
Well, it drives me nuts.
But I say that people being playing music out of a speaker is one thing because people don't like being loud.
Yeah.
So I am loud. I'm naturally loud.
We know.
I think my speaking voice is about 110 decibels, close to a jet engine.
That's up there.
Close to that of a jet engine. And I once had a very high-ranking C-level executive of Viacom once had my cubicle moved across the floor.
Wow.
Not because we didn't like each other, because we talked all the time and it was fun, but I was just too loud for him.
I'm afraid you're just too darn loud.
Yeah, too darn loud. So I went from this side of the 8th floor to this side of the 8th floor.
That was a movie quote, by the way.
Oh, whatever. It wasn't
I'm afraid
it wasn't
you're just too
so I
darn
don't know.
loud.
All right. We'll talk about your movie quote later.
Huey Lewis, Back to the Future.
Great.
Okay.
Between that, I don't know. Fish in the microwave is always a bad one. You don't microwave fish.
Oh, no, you don't bring fish to work.
You don't microwave fish.
Tuna fish sandwich in a closed quarters with people, not okay.
What's worse, that or egg salad?
Both bad. Both bad choices.
One
It's
or the
like
other.
The Office.
Pick one or the other.
Oh.
If we were going to be stuck in this sound booth all day and the air conditioner was broken and I was wearing nothing but a Speedo, what kind of a sandwich would you prefer I eat? An egg salad or a tuna?
First off, why am I stuck in this room with you in a Speedo?
That is neither here nor there.
It's somewhere.
It's somewhere. Answer the question.
I would take both sandwiches from you and eat them. Because I am a larger person. And
That's
I'm
true.
And you were the one who brought in egg salad and tuna fish sandwich when we're going to be sitting in a room together.
Okay. What about
bad choices?
Yeah, no. I was going to keep that going, but you're just going to eat everything I bring along. So.
Well, no, I'm just when on The Office when they're on the plane, right?
Yeah.
They bring along egg
salad sandwich.
sandwiches.
Oscar
Who
had egg salad.
does that, Oscar?
Yeah.
Who does that?
Right.
Rude.
All right.
So if I had, you're gonna make me pick one.
Yeah.
Egg salad.
Egg salad. So you'd rather smell my egg salad than smell my tuna?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like tuna.
You
but,
don't reheat fish.
No.
In a communal microwave.
Just no.
Yeah.
No.
All right. We have a second call.
Okay. More Liz.
She had 2 calls last week, but she had 2 questions in one call this week.
Yeah.
So this would really be pushing the envelope. Liz.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what's going on.
Hi, this is Lori, Mike's wife.
Hey.
Third-time listener, first-time caller. I really want to applaud you guys for everything you've done. You've been so brave. I just wanted you guys to touch upon a time where you both were brave. I know that you both have had to deal with acute pancreatitis.
Oh.
You were both admitted to the hospital, so I just think the listeners really would enjoy hearing about your journeys. If you need any further, cues or information, you can always call me. I would be happy to come on the show and we can talk about it all together.
Oh.
Great. Bye-bye.
Okay. This is my wife.
Hi, Lori.
Yeah, that's interesting. Well, not as jovial of a conversation topic, but a great conversation topic nonetheless.
You and I are talking about life, right?
We almost died.
We both almost died at
Yeah.
separate times, not at the same time. We
No.
didn't almost die together,
No.
hand in hand in hospital beds.
Right.
Yeah.
So my pancreatitis, it was funny. The day that
Is it funny?
It actually is quite
Okay.
funny. The day that I actually was diagnosed with pancreatitis, we had just gotten in your new Santa suit.
Right.
And so,
Right.
I opened it up
Yeah.
and put it on
It's time to put it on.
because the
Tried
elf,
to steal my magic.
the elf had to try it on.
Right.
No, I wanted to rub a little of my own magic on the inside before you put it on.
Ew.
No, like elf dust, like something. I don't know. So Lori took this picture of me where I just have this. I don't know. This, quasi-erotic yet diarrheal type face. I don't know. That's the only way I can describe it.
That's really strange, but
it was
okay.
very strange.
Go on.
And I'm taking these hilarious pictures, and then, but I'm like, oh my god, my stomach is killing me. But I'm doing this. So Lori's like, yeah, okay, whatever. You probably have like some cramp or you're constipated or some shit like
Right.
that. And then I'm just like, yeah, I really need to go to the ER. And then they're like, yeah, acute pancreatitis. So it was kind of funny because you were with me when I was dying, and perhaps it was communicable through the magic of Santa, and maybe I caught pancreatitis through your suit.
Yeah, all Santa Clauses have pancreatitis. It's
After that many cookies and that much milk And Santa doesn't dabble with the 2%. That's whole.
No, it's
Sometimes
whole
it's just
milk.
half and half.
Let me tell you, man.
When I leave a cup, it's just going to be heavy whipping cream. You're going to come down my chimney and just have heavy whipping cream.
That's brilliant.
And then nothing but it's just going to be a stick of butter with chocolate chips in it,
I'm in.
pressed into cookie shape.
I would so eat that.
Oh, yeah. You
Yeah.
and every other Santa Claus, which is
Yeah.
why the community has pancreatitis.
Well, mine was a little bit different. I was fighting the pain for a couple of weeks.
You do that, though.
Yeah, I don't
You
like
do
doctors.
that. No, I am like, hey, I'm insured, and hey, they
Well,
can
hey,
give
I
me
wasn't
something.
at the time.
You weren't insured at the
No.
time. Oh, okay.
And I said, look, I don't know what this is, but I'm just, it feels like a knife through the middle of me.
That's
and,
accurate.
And I said, I really don't, it's like a sword is more what I said. It
Keeps
feels
getting
like
bigger.
a sword.
Keeps getting bigger.
And someone's
It was like a
turning it.
saber.
Yeah, someone's turning this thing.
Yeah.
And I said, it's just so painful. And it got to one night where I just couldn't sleep. Like normally, hey, I'll just go to sleep and at least I won't hurt for a couple hours and
Yeah.
I'll wake up and, but I fought it for several weeks and finally, I mean, I was, for the most part, I'm a pretty happy guy. I'm not a super angry guy in general.
That would be a weird demeanor for Santa Claus.
I was unbelievably angry,
Ooh.
barking at people. I was nasty. I was rude.
Clipping your fingernails at the food court. Like, it was just a bad week.
And I ended up, it was midnight on May 20th because it's my brother's birthday. And that's why I remember that whole thing. And I went to the emergency room and I walked in and said, I hurt. Please help me, is all I remember saying to them. And they said, all right, well, what's wrong? I'm like, I said I hurt. Please help me. So
They're like, we need to bring in the English translator over here.
yeah. What does this mean to the big man? So they tested my blood first thing
Uh-huh.
before they gave me any painkiller, and I am in tremendous pain. I have a pretty high pain tolerance,
Sure.
and I was off the chart from my pain tolerance. I'm like, look, I came in here because I hurt. Can someone please fix me?
So it was a 10, is what you're saying. It
I
was,
was
a 10. It was
I
a
was
10.
a 10, and they gave me morphine,
Ah.
and it did nothing.
Ah.
And 20 minutes later, they gave me more morphine. After 4 doses of morphine, nothing. And they said, why don't we try this Dilaudid? And I went, oh.
I was just going to suggest Dilaudid
Oh.
because that's the stuff now.
It's like,
That's
you
what they're
guys
using.
are amazing.
Here's the thing. If you went in there with insurance, they would have just given you the Dilaudid
Yeah.
straight away because that was the first thing they pumped into me.
Yeah.
And I was just like, ooh, bunnies. Where did the pain go?
Oh, it was amazing.
And like right now, I like in the back of my mind, I'm like, that pancreatitis sucked, but man, I could go for some of that Dilaudid right about now. And I even said to my wife the first time I got the Dilaudid, I was just like, you know what? I completely understand this opioid epidemic right now.
Well, I mean,
This is some good stuff,
the
but
pain
it's
was bad.
yeah, and that's the thing. You really needed that Dilaudid to get that pain out of the way.
So
but
for
you were in
me,
the hospital
it was
for a good
stupid.
like 2 weeks, weren't you?
A little more. Yeah, I spent 2 weeks in intensive care.
It was
I
intensive.
waited too long.
Yeah.
Waited too long to go in, which is why I always tell people, go, and you think something's wrong, go have it checked out.
Yeah.
But when I went in, they took my blood, and your blood sugar, of course, is affected because your pancreas decides how much insulin your body will get.
Right.
And they took my blood, and regular blood sugar between 80 and 130, right?
Mhm.
That's where it's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
That's healthy human.
And you were just corn syrup coming out of your veins.
I was
right?
942.
that was high fructose corn syrup coming out of your veins.
942.
You could have sweetened the coffee.
They said I probably peaked somewhere around 1100.
Damn.
And they recalibrated the machine to checking the blood. They're like, "There's no way this is possible." I was
Wow.
setting records. Like, hey, cool, setting records.
We need to recalibrate the blood sugar meter. We need to bring in a truck scale. Like
Yeah.
they had to bring in everything for you. They were not ready for you.
But they came in and they said, "Okay, so
Was it Danbury Hospital?
New Milford."
Ah.
So then they brought in family and they said, "Okay, so is he a heavy drinker?" Because 90% of people,
the first thing they asked
95%, is he a heavy drinker? And they said, no, no.
Well, I mean, back then though,
Well, this is 10 years ago.
this
Not
was
at
your
all.
Rolling Rock days, wasn't it?
No. This is long past those days.
We're gonna have to tell stories about those days.
So this is now 9 years ago. As we come into June now, it's
Yeah.
about 9 years ago from right now. I was released from the hospital, but yeah, they
released into the wild.
They
Did they tag you at least?
not really.
Are
no.
they following you?
They
with
could
a
have put something
GPS?
inside of me. Who knows?
Oh God.
But
I would hate to put
but yeah,
anything
they
inside of
brought
you.
me to Danbury Hospital
Oh.
because my kidneys were shutting down. Everything, kidneys, heart.
You had a lot worse than I
Everything was
did.
failing. I waited too long. You went very quickly.
I do that.
That's why I was so scared for you when you went in, because I'm like, I know what this can be, but
Right.
thank God you went far earlier and were smarter because
I don't mess around.
Better
I
move.
said something doesn't feel right. I'm going into the ER.
I went with the tough guy move. I went
Nah.
with the suck it up. You rub some dirt on it, you'll be fine.
Okay, you can keep being the tough guy. I'm gonna keep putting Dilaudid in, and we'll see who has more fun at the end of the day. Let me tell you.
But this was, man, I spent 2 weeks in intensive care. They, because everything was shutting down, they told my family he's not coming home. It's all done.
You called me. I remember I was in an airport. You go, Myke, I'm dying. That's what you said. I was like, what? What's happening? And then I was like, oh, wait, he's really high right now. I was like, do me a favor, call me later. Call me later, and we'll discuss.
But here's the fun part. I was on nothing that would block my mind out. They
Uh-huh.
had me on very few painkillers. My mind just went while I have zero recollection of being there in intensive care. I would have one of our good friends, the freak, would come in to visit me, who is like a brother. And he told me he was my brother when he walked in, and said, he would walk up and he's a police officer.
Yeah.
And he'd walk in and I'd say, hey man, you can get me out of here. Get me out. Let's go. Give me a break. He's like, I can't.
I'm not breaking you out of
Like,
here.
break me out, man. Look, I'm cuffed. And I was handcuffed. Because I
Oh,
kept pulling my
they
leads
tied
off.
you down.
I was handcuffed under the bed. There was like a rope under the bed, so my arms couldn't move too far from each other. Right, they were at a certain distance, and because I kept pulling my leads off my chest.
Wow.
I didn't want to be there.
I can't blame you. I can't blame you. Those are some strong straps, though.
The funny part was
To
at
keep
one
you
point
down.
they had, I think, 3 or 4 at one point. Security interns, whatever they were, guys who were holding me down so they could do that. And then later on, after I'd been there for a little while, I was like, and I think I did say that. I said, I'm the Hulk to someone. Like, the Hulk.
And this was before you had the beard,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You didn't have the mustache.
I had
at this
probably
point,
a little
did you?
goatee or something going on. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I thought I was like the Incredible Hulk. I thought I was green, and
Yeah, you used to
But at
like
one
to go
point-
for that biker look.
At one point they said, "Hey," I was like, "I'm the Hulk. You can't keep me down." They went, "Your mother's holding you down." I was so weak. I didn't. I was like, "Oh," and my response literally was, "Oh."
Aw, Mom.
But let me tell you, man, it's an incredible thing, science, to be able to get you to that point and to help you get through that. But the crazy part is, after 2 weeks in intensive care, I'm in the hospital room, and the nurse came in and started talking to me. The doctor came in and said, "Look, we already told your family you weren't coming home.
Oh.
There's no reason that you're here. Like, and not to get crazy or anything else, but seriously, grace of God, the only reason I'm here."
Oh.
And I think that's why, since that day, I've been a little more involved.
Yeah.
There's a reason I'm here. There's more reason to it. There's more reason to life, and there's a reason I was saved from that, and I owe that.
Fair enough.
I owe that back to everybody. That's why I give back as much as I do. So, and never enough, as far as I'm concerned.
Sure.
'Cause I got a second shot. I shouldn't be here. And the doctors were like, "We really don't know. You could not pass fluid. Your kidneys were shutting down. Your heart was stopping.
Damn.
And you couldn't pass any fluid. And you were done."
Well, I was only in for a week because I went in right away, and I'm still the same asshole I was when I went in, and that's my story. So I guess not as brave, to put it in Lori's words, as you were.
Well, I don't know if it's brave. I mean, I think it's braver to be smart to go in right away as opposed to trying to be a tough guy and not go see a doctor because you don't want to see doctors.
Well, let's be clear. I was dancing around in an oversized Santa Claus suit an hour before I went in there, and my entire family was like, "He's fine." Because
Did you say
I mean,
oversized? That's a regular size Santa Claus suit, not an oversized Santa Claus suit.
it was oversized. You are oversized.
No, I am Santa.
Even after
It's a regular
even
size
after
Santa
your bout
Claus
with
suit.
pancreatitis, you are still oversized.
And it led to me, I lost a lot of weight the wrong way in doing that, and then I lost a lot of weight the right way when I got out. So it was over 100 pounds. It was over 100 pounds I lost.
I believe it. I remember what you looked like back then.
It was scary. It was scary. I was unstoppable. I was invincible. I'd never...
You lost a whole child. There was a child in there.
100 pounds is a pretty big child. That's an adult for some people.
Well,
I lost a Kenyan. is what I did. I lost a Kenyan runner by running, which is really like I birthed a Kenyan runner.
I got nowhere to go after okay. Just give me your tip. We're ending the show with.
Are we?
I birthed a Kenyan. I birthed a Kenyan runner. I think that's a good spot to end the show. I don't think the bar can possibly get
Valid
any lower
point. Well,
this
hey,
week.
thank you, Lori, for calling in the kind words, and we definitely should have her in the show.
She needs to call in more often because the only time that she has been on the show, she said third time listener.
you called
so
her.
I appreciate that. Yeah, first time caller. I guess you're right. She called in. This was the first time she actually went out of her way to call in.
Right.
And so yeah, we appreciate that. Do that more often. That'd be fun. Maybe next time you can dig a little bit deeper and make us more sad.
No, I don't think this is sad. I think
It was
I'll
scary.
disagree with you.
That's
It was
scary. You got to
as
relive
hell.
the scary moments.
But let me tell you, it has brought us to where we are, and it's kind of
This
a
is
weird.
true.
It's kind of a weird thing that you and I both having pancreatitis. It's a rare thing.
Should we
You don't see a
rename
lot
the
of that.
show?
Call me just from now on. Call me Pancreatic Mo.
And I'm Dilaudid Foo.
All right, so tips. Look, I'm going to go with that. I'm going to roll with that for the tip of the week, the gentleman's tip of the week.
What, if you're gonna die, become a good person?
No, you've got a short amount of time on this planet, man. Make it worthwhile. Go do something.
Oh, that's good.
Do something with your life. Don't
That's
just sit
good.
back and say, look, I'm too busy. I have this going on. I got to work. I got to do something.
Okay.
Make your mark. Find your legacy. Make sure that when you're gone, somebody goes, yeah, that person was here. That's
There you
my
go.
2 cents.
Yeah, no, I like that. That's a good tip. I'm gonna steal my tip from something that you said, and this is I know we say just etiquette tips are usually go for men and women, but this is definitely for you guys. Don't try to be a tough guy.
Yeah.
Right? Like
Yeah.
Mo almost died trying to be a tough guy. Don't try to be a tough guy. You're not too tough. Or too good, or too
tough for
much of a
death.
man. Yeah, I'm way too tough for death. Something like that. No, don't try to be a tough guy. Do what's right. That's it.
That's it. Take care of yourself.
There you
man.
go.
Take
All right.
care of yourself. Be smart.
Well, this was a fun episode.
It was.
Again,
Good show.
Again, brought to you by the good folks at Candlewood Valley Country Club.
Candlewood Valley Country Club, the #1 place for you to go play some golf, meet your friends, have a bite to eat, get something to drink. It's Candlewood Valley Country Club.
And if you have any questions for us, want to find out about any of Mo's other life-threatening ailments, please call call in to 631-7-MIKE-MO.
631-7 Mike Mo.
631-7 Mike Mo.
Mike with a Y. Hey, no, call in because here's the thing.
Uh-huh.
Those of you who listen to the show regularly, both of you,
Liz and Lori.
we'd like to
Actually,
know.
Lori doesn't listen
No,
to the show.
there's
Right?
3 shows.
Yeah,
That's not it. Give us some feedback on this too, because this is honestly we try to avoid being too serious in the show. We like to have some fun, talk about crazy topics, but and try to tick off Dave because Dave likes sweet tea and we like unsweet tea because there's a reason I like unsweet tea because I had pancreatitis.
Oh, now he's the asshole. Wow.
So here's the
Wow.
thing, folks. Give us a call at that number 631-7 Mike Mo.
That's 631-7 Mike Mo.
Mike with a Y. Ooh.
Ooh.
Wow, that was weird.
Yeah.
Was that you?
I made the fart effect with my mouth.
Not with your mouth.
You're the one who whacked the
I
microphone.
did smack the mic.
It sounded like a Terminator just farted. That's what that sounded like. With you hitting the microphone and then me making the effect. Yeah, it's
Like
good.
like what?
No, it was down here. Yeah, no, you have to
that
hit.
was a-
No, it was
that
down.
was
you
a
have,
lump.
You have to hit the stand. You have to hit the stand.
All right.
Dun, 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 dun.
So look, call the
Dun,
show.
dun, dun,
Call
dun.
us up. Leave a message. Let us know what you think about the other side of the show this week. And you might not like it. You might be like, "Oh my God, these guys are bringing me down." But it's
Yeah.
not meant to bring you down. It's meant to be like, "Hey, look, this is we're real people. It's a real thing. It
Yeah.
really happened, and we both have survived something that really, truly could have killed us."
Yeah.
Especially if you're not smart enough to, get it checked out. So, go see your doctors. Go get things checked. Get that prostate exam if you need to. Ooh,
Well, I know what we're experiencing on the next show.
live prostate exam. I'll bring in the doctor. Mike will get a live prostate exam right here on the show.
Live from your bum, it's prostate tonight.